Hi guys, Emily Craven here from the eBook Revolution. I thought I'd mix up today's blog post and tell you a little bit about what I've been up to the past month and how I've managed to increase my production and productivity so that I can not only do my writing, but I can also complete my marketing tasks and create courses all within 1 week and not find that I'm scrambling around. So it's really easy and you can do it too. So for all those writers out there who are having trouble juggling writing and life and marketing, this one is for you. So if any of you guys are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, what I'm going to show you here today is a little bit of a step-by-step way that I sorted out my life and what I wanted to do. So, first off, what I started to do was I got myself a book and I decided that this year was going to be my year of mind maps. Now, as you can see here, this is my lovely mind map. So you can see here in the middle, I've put an ultimate goal, which basically is to make a living from my writing and my speaking and from my writing products. And then I also I want to increase my profile and publications, and I also want to complete 1 to 2 novels this year, which will be crazy. Now, in my mind map, I sort of split it up into 4 different areas. So one was obviously marketing the novels. And then we had my courses. So I'm aiming to be an author entrepreneur. I have a whole heap of information that I want to share with you guys. And so I thought that I would see whether I could try and follow in the steps of Joanna Penn and not only sell my fiction, but sell my knowledge and my courses. So here you can see that I have my eBook Revolution series and courses of what I need to do to set up for that. I also have down here my creating new work section. So I've got, make 1,000 words a day, send out short stories, things that I need to edit. I'm going to podcast my YA novel this year as well. So that's all in that section of the mind map. And in my final mind map, I have my build my author platform. And now I thought that was a little bit different to marketing my novels because my author platform is my long-term goal. This is my long-term platform that I'm hoping to build up so that I can build up an audience over the next couple of years to not only to write for, but to also know that I have somebody there who's going to read what I create. So that's how I started setting up my mind map, and I highly recommend you just start with your central goal and think, okay, well, what are the 4 or 3 main branches that come off that? Then what I did was I said, okay, from these 4 main branches, I put all of the different things that I had to think about. Whether it was creating courses, doing all of the different things from my eBook Revolutions novel and applying those to my fiction works to, show everybody that they work, to which sort of novels am I going to be writing? Do I need to be doing research for them? So I put all of that into that mind map. And then what I do is I said, okay, well now I need to allocate time to do all of this. It's not enough that you just do marketing or you just do writing. I found that when I went that way, when I focused solely on finishing one thing, I would spend 3 to 4 days on doing a particular marketing task, or I would spend a whole 2 or 3 days doing writing, and then I would get no marketing done. I didn't have a balance. So this way, I created my mind map, and then I made sure that I got my balance by making myself a weekly plan so that every day, rather than feeling shit that, because I was writing I didn't get any marketing done, or because I was marketing I didn't get any writing done, I made sure that I actually did a little bit of each task that would help me move forward in everything so that nothing was left behind until the last minute and I felt stressed and rushed and that something was urgent when it didn't need to be. So now, I want to show you the planner that I've drawn up. I went through and I said to myself, okay, I have both fiction and non-fiction things that I am looking to build an audience for. So I have my YA novels set in Facebook, The Grand Adventures of Madeline Kane, and my Jake's Page novel. And then I also have my non-fiction, both my non-fiction books, the blog, the podcast, and I also have the ebook revolution mini courses, which I'm wanting to produce this year. So basically what I've done is I've gone all 5 days, and I've made sure that every single morning when I wake up and my mind's still in that slightly foggy stage where I find I'm really creative, I'm spending an hour and a half to 2 hours, even 2.5 hours, writing every morning. So basically writing planning time. In the middle, I realized that I wasn't blogging with enough consistency. So I decided that each week I had to make sure that I at least wrote a blog for at least one of my websites. I have both a fantasy blog site where I blog about the lessons that I learnt from fantasy author Isabel Carmody. And then I also have my ebook revolution site. So I wanted to make sure that I was much more consistent in my posting. And then every morning it's filled up with the different social media things that I want to do to build up an audience and connect with people. So you'll see that on Mondays, I'm looking at Twitter. So basically, I use a program called Hootsuite, you guys have probably all heard of it, to schedule my tweets for up to anywhere from 1 week to 2 weeks, so that way I have a whole block of tweets and I don't have to worry about what I'm going to tweet about over the next week. So I organise to write and schedule those on Monday, and then on Tuesday I look at doing my Facebook. So I do Facebook pages that are related to fiction, and then I have Facebook pages that are related to my non-fiction stuff. And then I also have a special masterclass for people who joined me at the ebook revolution series. So I actually have a special closed group for them, and I interact personally with them. So I also want to make sure that they're getting value from that as well. So that's all in the mornings. I then have chosen, I went through and I actually found several forums both on Goodreads and on Kindle, and also related to other authors who my books are similar to, and I found forums where the readers of those types of books hang out, and I just go and chill out on those forums and meet people. So that's always scheduled in for Wednesday morning. And then I also make sure that I send off short stories. Now, I'll probably do a blog post on this, but I still think it's really important that, particularly if I'm not going to be selling my novels to publishers, that I'm still trying to get short stories published, because it's still true that publication does lend a little bit of authority to your writing. So I keep sending out short stories, particularly into the fantasy market, because I want to build up my authority in that market. So I still do that. So I have scheduled that in on Wednesdays. And on Thursdays, again, we go through doing Twitter, and I make sure that now I'm going to be sending regular email updates out to my mailing list. And then on the Friday, I've included, okay, well, I really want to be doing my podcasts of my fiction novel this year. So I have scheduled about an hour to record the podcasts and to organise them and edit them. And then also on that Friday, you know, I do forums, and on the Saturday I've just scheduled just only an hour on a Saturday. I leave my weekends free, scheduled an hour to to look again at Facebook. So I do Twitter twice a week, Facebook twice a week, if I can keep myself off. That's the problem. I'm a little bit addicted to social media. And then in the afternoons, I make sure that I schedule in checking my emails. Otherwise, I'm on emails all the time, waste time. It's better if I just check them in the middle of the day and leave it till the next day. And then I have a whole heap, you can see here in this lime green, I've blocked out a whole heap of time to go through my own ebook revolution book and apply these steps that I'm telling authors to take to my own fiction novels, which only came out about a month ago. So I already have my pathway in the ebook revolutions book that I need to follow for my fiction stuff. So I make sure that every day I do something from that book to help promote my fiction. And then I also am recording it so that I can put video tutorials with my ebook revolution mini courses, because I figure, you know, a lot of people have different knowledge. So some people might know how to do get their books reviewed. Some people might know how to set up their website and exactly what to put on their website, but they may not know other things like how to get how to get readers to promote your work, for example. So I am putting together those mini courses so that you don't have to waste all of your money on things you already know, and you only spend the money on things that you really need to learn how to do. So that's all blocked in here. I've also blocked in time to increase my speaking engagements here in Australia and overseas. And I've also organising the editing of my podcast here. And then I also make sure that I send off review requests half an hour at the end of every day. And then I leave Friday spare just in case time runs away from me. Now, obviously, when you first write your little plan up, it tends to make things a lot clearer because you think to yourself, oh, even when you look at your mind map, you think, oh my God, there's so many things to do, I don't know what to do next. But when it is all put into a planner, I found that I actually had spare spots that I didn't have anything to fill them with because I'd already allocated time to that each week. So it was a bit of a relief to know that I didn't have to run around like a headless chook for 12 hours a day. And it's increased my productivity massively. Not only have I been doing my marketing, but I also have been getting new short stories written. I've been getting planning for the novels that I'm going to be writing. And I've also started to get a bit of interaction on social media, which I didn't have before when I was only doing it once a week because I was too distracted with other things. So that's my recommendation. I hope that it really helps you to organise both your balancing your social life with your writing and your marketing and what you want to do. I hope it's been super helpful. I'm Emily Craven from the ebook Revolution. And please, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter yet, go for it. In the next week, I will be actually putting up a new rather than the webinar, which has been up there for about a year now. I'm actually going to be putting up a short PDF and an audio to help people out. It's just talks about the simple 5-step process that you need to go to release an ebook. And the audio is all about how to sizzle up a book description. So I thought that I'd change things up a little bit on the blog these days. Hope you enjoyed and have a great day.